Welcome to Vlog Thursday from my car with my wife. We're parked, I'm not driving. It's cool. It's a short Vlog Thursday. I'm actually sitting here in Detroit. In front of me is the defunct Fisher Body plant. I just have too many things happening to be at my office, even tonight, tomorrow. We have a few minutes because I had to be in Detroit to pick up money for a job, which then means I then had to go to get that check deposited. Now I have a few minutes before the next event I have to go to, a networking event that she's going to go to with me. So I said, let's find a shady, abandoned area of Detroit to park. What do you think, honey?
You spare no expense when it comes to me.
Spare no expense, man. So we're sitting in front of this is on the outskirts of Detroit, in front of an abandoned building. We are
Trying not to get shot.
Oh, it's fine here. It's fine here. It's actually we're right next to one of my clients' buildings where we've done a lot of infrastructure work. They're in the manufacturing sector as well. It's just weird because there's developments behind us that are actually working and operational, but everything in front of us is all abandoned. Anyways, this has been a really rough week, but that's because so many things are happening that required me to actually be in meetings, which normally is a little bit more painful. I don't like meetings that much. I'm more of an action person, but the meetings instead were quite good and ended up being, very worthwhile. And unfortunately, I can't disclose any of the details unless we pull it all off. But basically, I was meeting with a company that has 40 locations, and they're a global company that has like about 20,000 people. We did some network consulting and engineering at a very high level. So it's not something that I'm going to be doing directly. There's teams of people to pull some of these projects off, but I got to consult at a very high level, which was a lot of fun in making this project. And they were really brilliant people. So I had a fun time in the room with them, putting it all together, sharing ideas, throwing things out there for them. So that was a lot of fun. Now I've recorded actually a handful of videos. I didn't like any of them, so they didn't get published in the last week since the How They Got Hacked video. Matter of fact, the studio is still set up with the microphones and that. I recorded another video today, and then my phone wouldn't stop ringing, and I never got to it. It's been project, and which isn't a bad thing. I mean, these are all very well-paying projects, so they definitely required attention, organization, and passed off as many as I can to my staff. But some of them, like I said, required my presence. I have to even be on site at a job because timetables were moved up and no expenses were spared to move up timetables. Hence, me picking up a check out of expediency. I like that they write on the check, it's called mobilization. That means get your ass to work. We're going to pay you whatever it takes. So basically, one of the projects, the timetables got completely shifted on us because there's a calamity of events that do this, where the people funding the project says, well, we're going to turn the tap on. How many more people to get it done sooner? And we gave them numbers, and they said, okay, you can go get a check. So from meeting yesterday is large check today, the kind you have to go and sign and pick up in person to agree that you'll make these projects happen, and then me mobilizing all the people involved to make this project happen. There's a lot at stake because scale and scope of things, but you make it happen. But that means it's hard to take time to make videos and all that. I did see, but I did not watch. I noticed when I was flipping through YouTube, Chris over at Crosstalk Solutions released his Ultimate Unify hosting video, which is funny, and it's complete coincidence. I will maybe tweet out the URL later, but we're working on, it's been a project. So I did Ansible Screen Connect, and I've tweeted about that. I haven't done a video on it yet, but I will, to auto deploy Screen Connect. And we're now working on an entire Ansible script that will automatically grab the latest Unify controller, deploy it, and install Let's Encrypt certificate all in one flow. So it's we think it should work. We deployed it using DNS with the Acme cert today. So I have other people working on the project, but that's going to be another video because we have some more thoughts around making that happen in a very automated fashion to build a service around it. on top of that, and this is dovetailing back into that meeting I had the other day, me and another group of friends, we're really thinking about getting into some more open source cybersecurity, building a platform for some of that. So they're all kind of related. One, it's security related. Two, there's a lot of automation going in there. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun doing this. Hello from, I see Jordan, and hey from Tantrum 06. I try to be quick because they pop up and go away really fast on the phone. It's a little, I know I can hit the thing. There we go. Awesome. From London. Awesome. And this is part of the reason I did this now, because I know if I wait till, I won't be home till probably 11:30 at night or so, and I have an early morning meeting at 7 a.m. So if I did it at night, one, I'll be exhausted. Two, I know all my UK friends will be in bed. They'll be sleeping, so I don't get to see as many of you. The California people are cool with it because they're all off work. They're like, hey, cool, midnight our time, they're 7, 8 o'clock their time, something like that. Time zones are hard. So Australia, I don't know what time it is in Australia. I just know it's hot there. That's the only thing I really know about Australia. Hot, and there's a lot of things that want to kill you in Australia. There's a lot of spiders and things like that.
Everything in Australia tries to kill you.
Everything in Australia tries to kill you. I have an entire How We Quote Jobs video, so if you search my channel for that, you'll see how we do proposals. I talked about how we do quotes. Proposals are a little bit different than quotes, but they're kind of the same thing. When this project's done, because of the size of the project, I will be doing it because, we talked about how we bid the Revved Up Fund project. This is 4 times, maybe 5 times bigger than that. So yeah, that's really cool. Can I do a video on how WireGuard works for small business? It doesn't. It's in beta. I'm not running it in production. WireGuard's cool, but I'm not running it in production yet. OpenVPN is still good. Email encryption. We're using Zixmail for some of the clients. There's another one that eludes me. I'm not the one who sets a lot of it up, but so that's it. What kind of car is this?
Scion TC.
Yeah, she knows. I used to be a car person. Now I'm a guy.
It used to be my car.
Yeah, it used to be her car. Now I'm just someone who puts the key in and make sure it goes and make sure there's gas. I don't care anymore. I used to care. Yeah, it's a little 2-door sport coupe. So
I got a
North Florida. Hi from Chile. Yes, I am on Keybase. It's linked from my website. So if you go to lawrencesystems.com, you can find my Keybase profile. That's how I generally want encryption sent to me. Like I have my PGP signature on there. So if you had to send me a PGP encoded message, there's a way you can do it on Keybase. Works really well for that. So I'm going to do a video on Keybase because I use it more and more, and it's definitely an important part of it in there. So more pfSense videos definitely coming on that. I've got one for outbound routing, and then we just I didn't do it, one of my staff did, Steve, and maybe the person who we did it for, we did an outbound routing from hell video, so that's going to be fun. It was a multi-site, multi-VPN, lots of security because of the way things need to be set up for this particular client, but also required a ton of static routes to get everything where it needs to be, with a lot of rules and things like that. So it's kind of fun. I might tweet out, he actually said I could tweet out the map, so I will, of the diagram of what it looks like. It doesn't have any public IPs. Matter of fact, it's VPNing across the metro network. That way there's never a chance that across the metro network, if you're not familiar with what the metro network is, that's where it's like MPLS, and that's where you're a provider such as like a large ISP will give you private IP range across their network, like tunnel your sites together. And normally that's fine, but they wanted an extra layer of encryption in case they can't trust the MPLS provider. And there's been cases where that's an issue, and it's not that hard to VPN it, but it does require a lot of special routing to, especially for the particular scenario that they needed. So that was really cool. Just north of Flint. Oh, cool. The land of Jamaica. Welcome, Jamaica, Norway. I got someone from everywhere here. That's awesome. Lots of people. But yeah, so what time is it? I can't see the time on this.
5:10.
5:10. So we got to get going in just a few more minutes. I'm not going to try and drive and vlog, so I won't be able to really read these and properly.
Oh my God, you can barely drive as is.
Yeah, my driving can be a bit
There's
scary.
There's no way in hell I would get in the car with you if you're going to vlog at the same time you drive.
But I was actually thinking about this. Yeah. So, oh, thank you. Thank you for the comment. Oh, people are saying nice things about me.
Well, that's because they've never seen you drive.
They've never seen me drive. But no, I'm thinking I will do some videos. I was thinking about this because it's getting warmer. It's not quite, it says like first day of spring, or yesterday was, or something. So I may do some videos from Detroit proper, and why not? Come down here. I have some clients down here. Maybe I could do it from some of their buildings or something like that. Something
We could
different.
Ride our motorcycles down here.
Ride the motorcycles down here, park in front of some abandoned buildings. It's like there's someone parked down the street there. No idea why. I have no idea. And there's two.
Maybe they're vlogging.
Oh man, look at these people stepping up on us over here.
Oh, the geese.
Look at these geese back
I
here.
don't think they're from around here.
I don't think they're from around here. They look Canadian. Just two geese just walking down the street towards us. Well, Canada's not far. Look like a couple Canadians there. I don't know, man. Yeah, I should. Oh, they said you should drive and I'll vlog. You want to do that? You want to head towards there?
I guess.
We could do that.
Yeah, just go straight down Woodward, right?
Straight down Woodward.
And that's Woodward right there at the flashing light.
That's Woodward at the flashing light.
You're just repeating what I'm saying. You're not really even looking.
I'm not really looking at all.
All right.
I don't know if that's Woodward. We'll switch. We'll switch. I'll vlog for a little bit. Isn't that place cool back there? That's the Fisher plant. That's the old one. That's not the one that's in use anymore. That's the dead place. Oh, there we go.
Is your phone volume going to switch over to?
No, I already turned the Bluetooth off. I do wear safety belts. That's a requirement here.
The car doesn't stop beeping if you do.
That's a yeah. I don't want to hear the car beep. Hi, Virginia. Burnout. Yeah, do a burnout in this car. No. I see someone that says I drive past her all the time.
Here.
Oh yeah, check out these geese.
I drive slow. How you doing?
Oh look, they're coming at us.
How
They
you
think we
doing?
got food. That's great.
Oh, they're talking back.
They're talking back.
What? You talking to me?
This is Scion TC. All right, we're on our way to our networking event. Yeah, mobile dinner. So the event we're going to, and this is what my video's about that I recorded today, but it's not published. So, yeah, those are the last remaining Fisher employees. We'll go with that.
They're from the Packer plant?
Matter of fact, hang a right here. And there's a piece of history we're about to pass by in Detroit. There's a lot of history over here that's fallen apart. I can't really show that well.
Those are some
That's
really
an abandoned
nice, buildings there.
But I'm going to show you the original place. This is the first Henry Ford plant where things were built.
Packard plant.
No, the Paquette. This
Oh.
is not Packard. This is the Paquette plant.
My bad.
You guys can look at it. So, yeah, Fisher bodies were great. So just go ahead and make a left. Don't roll the window down so it's a little clear. But right here, this is the historic Ford Paquette plant. And they do tours, and there's some Model Ts in there. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, you get a tour of Detroit right here. Maybe I want to do a tour of Detroit video. There's so much cool stuff here. One of my friends is in town. Unfortunately, he's only in town for a day on another project, but we're meeting up in the morning. But I told him, I said, if he gets an extra day to come in town, I'll show him around. There's just so much neat stuff here in Detroit. There's a lot of history in the manufacturing and things like that. And it's also kind of interesting because we're right here. You see all this abandonedness. One of the most beautiful Art Deco buildings ever is right up here. And I can't really take you through a tour of inside of it, but I've actually posted some photos before, as we have a handful of clients in that building, and it's absolutely amazing. Look up the Fisher building. It's just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, there was a grand tour on Amazon around. Yeah, the roads suck here, so I'm trying to do stabilization. But yeah, Eastern Market's only a couple there. Yeah, look up Eastern Market. That is another amazing, brilliant place to go. Jeez.
I'm trying.
I know. Nothing we can do. This is welcome to driving in Detroit.
Take in my car.
Yeah, she drives a Jeep. It's like for off-roading. So, yeah, a glass of whiskey. No, I'm on my way to have whiskey, but if I have it in the car, that breaks a law. Yeah, maybe you know what? Maybe I'll do that sometime. I don't mind posting whatever on my personal channel, and I'll just reference it from here. I don't know that a tour of Detroit belongs in the on the Lawrence Systems channel, but I have no problem doing any of it on my personal channel. I'm posting some of that.
Oh, your Vlog Thursday, you can do it like that.
Yeah, I vlog Thursday. I'm in the car anyways. Oh, the infamous White Castles. If you haven't had a White Castle, right there, man. White Castles. Sliders, the originals.
They're the best.
They're the best.
2 a.m. drunken food.
Yeah, it's the best 2 a.m. food you can ever get. So definitely awesome. Do you install camera brands inside Ubiquiti? Yes. We actually do a lot of Hikvision. That's a really popular brand. I mean, we've done Axis, we've done a few others. The thing is, like Axis and some of the Sony cameras are nice, but wow, I mean, they're expensive. But we have some high-end clients who are doing all that. And not illegal in the flask. No, in Michigan, it's illegal in the flask. Sorry. Yeah. So, what about the U.S. banning Hikvision? They only banned Hikvision for government contract work. For what we're doing, it doesn't matter. So I don't care. Whatever. I don't know if there's politics at play. Do I trust any of those companies? No. They're cameras with questionable firmware in them. So no, I don't have any trust of any of these devices. It doesn't matter which one they are. That all have these, you know, one-off kind of strange firmware issues. Yeah. So we don't mind using Hikvision. And the same thing, ExactVision is a popular camera system we use, but it comes down to pricing. So people ask me, like, what do you want to use instead of Unify? I'm like, oh, the ExactVision system, we use a lot of that. And then they find out the price and they're like, it's that much? And I'm like, yeah, annually. And it's roughly $130 per camera per year, recurring license fees, I think is what it goes for. So and we have a client that's got like 300 cameras and they're like, they pay that much a year. I'm like, every year. This is very different. Unify is great because they don't have those license fees. So that makes a huge difference. How do I have all the knowledge about networking and what do I think of Daihu? Daihu seem okay. I don't really have much opinion. They're like any of the other generic-y ones out there. I've seen a few people say they like them, they work. That's fine.
Like the car?
They like the car. It's actually Daihu. Networking, I've been studying in network engineering since before there was network engineering and the scale and scope that there is now. This is what I've been doing for my entire life. I didn't go to school. I dropped out of school essentially and got into networking and technology.
You dropped out of college. You didn't drop out of school. I mean,
I did.
Because you graduated high school.
Not high school though.
High school you graduated?
No.
You don't have a diploma from high school?
I don't have a diploma.
You told me you did.
They gave me the thing for the SAT thing. No, not the SAT thing, but I never went to college.
I know.
So, but I technically I have a diploma. I never ever
that's what
acquired
I'm
it.
saying.
So it says you're splitting hairs.
No, you graduated high school.
Well, I didn't attend. I didn't have enough grades to do it. They did it so they could use my MEP score. I didn't have enough credits to pass. But they said I passed. Like I didn't have to go there no more.
I know.
They didn't want me there.
Graduated. When you get a
Anyways.
diploma, you graduate.
Yeah.
For those of you playing the home game.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Anyways. Someone likes to split hairs.
We're not splitting hairs.
Oh, now we are passing one of the Detroit Academy for something. Oh, that's not it. I'm looking for the Detroit Library. There's a really big Detroit Library over here coming up.
It's a really big cemetery too.
Big cemetery. It's warm in here. Oh, is it? Oh, it's gone. That place that had the really cool, egg rolls. There's an egg roll place up here that was pretty amazing. Oh, now we're look up the Boston Edison District if we're continuing on our tour. Boston Edison District, Detroit. We're passing right by it. It's beautiful, but we're passing by it so fast it's hard to really see all the cool stuff
those
here.
are huge homes, just
Oh,
ginormous.
and
Oops.
yeah, that light wasn't red.
Sorry.
We're gonna see if we're gonna get pulled over now.
Well, you want to just take some more time to look at things.
We might get pulled over. Wouldn't that be
No.
an exciting vlog
We're not
Thursday?
going to get pulled over. It's
We'll
Detroit.
ask the officer what he thinks of vlog Thursday.
They don't pull you over for running red lights here.
Yes, put all the Hikvision on separate networks. That is absolutely true. And this is one of the ways we do this is we put it all on separate networks. That church is... There we go. There's one of the big churches. When you set these up, we set up VLANs and everything else for this. We don't put the cameras on the same network. They're completely separated from everything else. That's just the standard practice. I've been wanting to get to it, and this would be an example. And for those of you joining now, I talked about earlier when we were doing the consulting with this large company. They have network segmentation, but we are actually splitting their network up even more, dividing it up, and it comes down to the way we wanted to do the monitoring, the way you do heavier monitoring on the server VLANs. But it took some restructuring again, and these are some of those. I want to make sure I get that knowledge shared with a lot of you, because this is like the modern way to design it, the tooling we use to design it, like in terms of what software was implemented there. I can't tell you, I can do it in a funny way. I can't tell you the name of the client, but we can talk about the software, because if I tell you the name of the client, I can't talk about the software. Those are important little aspects, and that's why it's not really an NDA as much as that is a challenge I have about doing some of these videos. Is people say, hey, why can't you do a video like this or like that? I'm like, it's a lot of proprietary information, and these companies very specifically, like I don't have authorization to do a video for a couple places we did installs. They absolutely don't want people to know what devices were installed. And the reason why is a very genuine security reason. That genuine security reason is, let's say you know a company and you know their Wi-Fi system because Tom installed it, and you know exactly what Wi-Fi system they're using is. Well, then you find out there's a 0 day in that. You're like, hey, wait, there's a 0 day. Maybe they didn't patch it in time. Don't worry, I will. But